Song 130. This is a song written by Peggy Seeger, who lived much of her life in Britain. She was married to Ewan McCall, and they were quite a force in the world of folk music there and in the States and all over the world. And she wrote this song in the 1960s and was surprised by its popularity. It's a long song, but it's a great bouncy song, and it speaks about problems that women had in the 1960s, and unfortunately many of those are still with us in some form or another. It's called I Was Gonna Be an Engineer. When I was a little girl, I wished I was a boy, tagged along behind the gang and wore my corduroys. Everybody said I only did it to annoy, but I was gonna be an engineer. Mama told me, can't you be a lady? Your duty is to make me the mother of a pearl. Wait until you're older, dear, and maybe you'll be glad that you're a girl. Dainty as a Dresden statue, gentle as a Jersey cow, smooth as silk, gives creamy milk. Learn to coo, learn to moo. That's what it takes to be a lady now. When I went to school, I learned to write and how to read, some history, geography, and home economy. And typing is a skill that every girl is sure to need, to while away the extra time until it's time to breed. Then they had to nerve to say, what would you like to be? I says, I'm gonna be an engineer. No, you only need to learn to be a lady. The duty isn't yours for to try and run the world. An engineer could never have a baby. Remember, dear, that you're a girl. She's smart for a woman. I wonder how she got that way. You get no choice, you get no voice. Just stay mum, pretend you're dumb, and that's how you come to be a lady today. Then Jimmy came along and we set up a congregation. We were busy every night with loving recreation. I spent my day at work so he could get his education. Now he's an engineer. He says, I know you'll always be a lady. It's the duty of my darling to love me all her life. Could an engineer look after or obey me? Remember, dear, that you're my wife. Well, as soon as Jimmy got a job, I began again. Then happy at my turret lay the year or so, and then the morning that the twins were born, Jimmy says to them, kids, your mother was an engineer. You owe it to the kids to be a lady, dainty as a dish rag, faithful as a chow. Stay at home, you got to mind the baby. Remember, you're a woman now. Well, every time I turn around, there's something else to do. Cook a meal, mend a sock, or sweep a floor or two. I listen to the Jimmy Young, it makes me want to spew. I was gonna be an engineer. Don't I really wish that I could be a lady? I could do the lovely things that a lady's supposed to do. I wouldn't even mind if they would pay me, and I could be a person too. What price for a woman? You can buy her for a ring of gold. To love and obey without any pay. You get your cook and your nurse, for better or worse. You don't need your purse when a lady is sold. Ah, but now the times are harder and my Jimmy's got the sack. I went down to Vickers, they were glad to have me back. But I'm a third-class citizen, my wages tell me that. I'm a first-class engineer. The boss, he says, we pay you as a lady. You only got the job 'cause I can't afford a man. With you I keep the profits high as maybe. You're just a cheaper pair of hands. You got one fault, you're a woman. You're not worth equal pay. A bitch or a tart, you're nothing but heart. Shallow and vain, you've got no brain. You even go down the drain like a lady today. Well, I listened to my mother and I joined the typing pool. I listened to my lover and I put him through his school. But if I listen to the boss, I'm just a bloody fool and an underpaid engineer. I've been a sucker ever since I was a baby. A daughter as a wife, as a mother and a dear. But I'll fight them as a woman, not a lady. I'll fight them as an engineer.